Before we get into this photo mode competition, if you want to submit a photo or you wanted to and you're quite late, I will put it in the next video in this late submission section. We had none this time, so you're going to see some photos I took for the thumbnail and just some fun ones I took, you know, just playing around with it really, because it's quite enjoyable to take these photos. Moving on. If you would like to enter the next photo mode competition, you can do this in two ways. Either at me at AxoniusR on Twitter with your post, you know, your submission, or you can join my Discord and send them to me as a direct message, and the invite code is on screen right now. Come join! Last time, I asked you to recreate the awesome fight between Goku in his Kaioken or Super Saiyan form against Final Form Cooler. From the movie Cooler's Revenge, because he wants revenge on Goku for killing Frieza, but he didn't like Frieza, but family, I guess, something like that. Oh well. You have to use this awesome souped-up brother of Frieza against Goku on the Archipelago map to get the most awesome screenshots possible, recreating this awesome fight. And honestly, there were a lot. I had 131 submissions, which when I filtered down to my top 10 candidates came out to 31, so there's a lot of great photos this time. Let's get into it. Before we start off, I'd like to show you these few submissions. These ones are from Marchie, and they didn't get in, but I wanted to show them off because they're quite nice photos, and some had interesting ideas, but the saturation and everything was a bit wonky and off and that kind of thing, and I wanted to show them because none of his submissions got in, and I thought it was kind of nice to at least show them. So the border and that kind of thing I didn't like, but you know, it's a little out of focus and fuzzy, but I enjoy the photos, which is the important thing, but this is the reason why they didn't get in the top 10, but I thought it was worth showing them. This one's really cool. It's of Cooler charging up, about to do his dash attack. I can't remember what the name of it is. How very embarrassing. And this one is also by Marchie, and again, the colours are kind of a bit weird. It's a bit out of focus. The border doesn't really suit, but I enjoyed this because it looks like he's firing an additional blast into the supernova cooler to try and push it further, and I thought that was a really cool idea because it's his evasive after his ultimate, and it just kind of gives a new kind of interesting look on the character in some way. And this one is from David, sent via Twitter. Didn't get in the top 10, but it was his only submission, and I couldn't just not put it in, and I thought it was kind of cool. Not top 10 material, and considering there's 131 submissions, I mean, that's not a bad thing, but I thought it'd be worth showing them because, you know, I want to show everyone's at least if I can, but I couldn't. Starting off with number 10, which is 9 plus 1 times by 1. It's Juice Stealer with this awesome photo of Goku going in with a Super God Fist, and looks like it looks like Cooler is just doing that kind of weird Kefla stumble after she misses with that charging move of hers. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't played Xenoverse in ages. But it's cool. I enjoyed the photo, and use of stamps was quite nice too. Number 9. Keep in mind, 9 out of 131. This is Blazing Flames, or Anubis as he goes by now. I'm saying Blazing Flames, or Blazy. But this is a Final Form Cooler doing his evasive against a Super Kamehameha, which looks like he's about to fire a blast, but the stance is really cool. The shadows, highlights are great, colour, framing, perspective, it's all fantastic. I really like this photo. Number 8. There's nothing silly about the number 8. This is by Mastered Ultra Instinct, and this is of Kaioken Goku doing a Super Kamehameha, or a normal Kamehameha, towards Final Form Cooler, but just like in the movie, he's not having any of it, just flying straight through the beam. It looks like it came out of the movie. It's so good. What a cool photo. Just fantastic use of a subtle tilt. Oh, great. I love that photo. Number 7. There's nothing silly about 7 either. This one is Legendary Zack, and it's a Final Form Cooler blocking a Super Kamehameha wave. Just look at this. It looks like it came out of the movie. All these submissions are amazing. But I really enjoy this one for obvious reasons. It looks really cool. He's obviously blocking the Kamehameha. It's like a super cool action shot. I love this photo. It's so good. Number 6. The silliest of numbers because it's an upside down 9. This is from Mastered Ultra Instinct, and this is a Final Form Cooler about to ruin Goku's day. And this looks like it came straight out of the movie too. The border is fantastic, the sun in the background's a nice touch. I like the way that the kind of background fills in the empty space, you know, the island in the background, and it's just really, really cool. I love this photo. Number 5. Fall victim to the silliness of 6. This is a final form Cooler smashing Goku to the floor in Kaioken by Commander. It's just really cool. I like this one. You've got the ground kind of breaking up into the air, and you've got the crater left by Goku smashing the floor. It's obviously a really cool action shot. You've got different perspective. Goku is really close to the camera. It's a wide angle shot, so you've got Cooler kind of more smaller in the background. And it's just got a nice tilt, feels framed, nice use of colours. It's a varied photo. It's really cool. Now we come into the silly section. In the balls, this one is from Dat Gaming Kid. It's his only submission, and what a submission. Excuse me, sir, I think you've lost something in here. This one is from Blazy, or Blazing Flames, or Anubis, or a newbie. It's punching him in the Dragon Balls! In the balls! Unfortunate. This is also from Blazy, or a newbie. This is Goku kicking him in the balls! And it looks like he's trying to get him to do it because he's throwing his gentleman vegetables towards his foot. And this one is from Kaden. A punch in the ghoulies, a punch in the balls! Cooler has lost his balls today, sirs. They are gone. They are nowhere to be seen. Flattened, crushed. He is now Lady Cooler. Moving on. This is submission number 4. Very far away, but not far enough away from the silly number of 6. This is Muhammed, and I'm only going to say your first name from now on, but you know who you are. This is such a cool shot. Look at that. Oh, the only reason this wasn't higher was the one bit of energy blocking Cooler's face, and I couldn't see his face, and I like seeing faces. But just look at the energy, the use of borders, there's a vignette on it, the border suits perfectly, the colours are great, it's not oversaturated, not undersaturated, the framing's fantastic, it's an action shot, such a good photo! Oh, moving on, number 3. Very, very unfortunately, half of the silly number that is 6. This is from legendary Zack, and this is Goku going into his limit burst, but it looks like he's exploding with volcanic rage. Oh, look how good this is. The border is fantastic. Also, you've got the lines coming off of Goku, the kind of energy lines from the limit burst, which blend perfectly with the border. It's obviously very contrasty and punchy with awesome colours, and you've got Cooler in the foreground. It's just tilt. It's got good perspective. It's a good photo. Number 2. Very serious of a number. Very serious. Number 2 slot goes to Kaden for this awesome shot. There's just something very, very satisfying about this photo. It got Cooler about to crash Goku into the floor with a massive punchy punch. But just oh, look at it. The perspective is basically perfect. It's a really cool action shot. Looks like it came out in the movie. It's got a nice tilt. It's kind of underneath. It's not like just a normal straight on shot. It's just kind of sharp and contrasty. It just looks really, really good. I mean, it's not like got any energy lines, there's no border, but it doesn't really need it. It's just a fantastic photo. Before we move on, I want to share with you 5 photos that I really enjoyed that didn't make the top 10, but were very, very, very close. This one is from Blazing Flames, or Blazy, or Anubis, or a newbie, of Cooler about to smash Goku in the face. But just look at that. I mean, you've got the energy, it's got a nice little tilt, it's got a nice framing, you've got the out of focus background. It's a really cool photo. This one is also from Blazing Flames, or Blazy, or Anubis, or a newbie, of Goku pushing back a supernova Cooler. And just look how cool this photo is. I mean, it didn't make it in the top 10, mainly because, you know, it's really cool, really colourful and everything, but there's not a huge amount going on, and it's a little off frame. It's a bit too low, so some of the beam is cut off, but generally really cool photo, and I'm kind of disappointed I couldn't put it in. This one is from Ascended Nazim, and this is of Goku watching a supernova about to come straight into his face. That sounded a bit weird. Phrasing. But you've got the border, and I didn't even notice the stamps on Goku, but that just shows how well they blend in. You've got the rocks as well, out of focus background. It's just a really cool wide action shot, and I really appreciate this photo. It's just really cool. And the last one. This is from legendary Zack. This would have been number 11 if there was 11 spaces. Goku charging up a Kamehameha just as Cooler is firing off a death beam, and I lied, this is number 4. There's another one after this. The use of border, the shading, the highlights, the contrast, the perspective is fantastic. It's got a nice tilt. Oh, this is a really cool photo. I'm really disappointed I couldn't put it in. And the 5th one is from Commander of Goku giving Cooler a big smackety smack punchy punchy on his cheeky, knocking his teeth out if he had teeth. But it's just really cool. I mean, you got your nice little action shot there. Obviously, the tilt is really telephoto. You've got the spit coming out of Cooler. You've got the energy coming off Goku's fist. You've got the nice glow from Super Saiyan. Fantastic photo, and I'm really disappointed they didn't make it in. So with all these amazing photos, 131 submissions, who was the number one? Who took the greatest photo? It was legendary Zack with this amazing shot. Just look at how good this is. As soon as I saw this photo, I'm like, that's probably number one. That's really, really, really good. It's just fantastic. I mean, just the frame is filled. It's basically a perfect action shot. It's not too light, it's not too dark. It's got nice contrast between the light and dark areas. The energy makes just really nice use of mixed colours with the purple and the red. There's nice lines. There's some nice highlights from the energy as well. It's an underneath shot and a tilt, and it fills the frame with different perspectives. Goku's really close to the camera. You can see it. Oh, it's just so good. I love this photo. Well done, number one. Very nice. Next photo mode competition. I want you to recreate one of the most iconic movies in Dragon Ball history. This was before the Dragon Ball Super movie. This is the OG, the monster himself, the original, the devil, the original Dragon Ball Z Broly, as he confronts the Z Warriors. And I say confront because he pulverizes them in every way imaginable. He is an unstoppable killing machine. Nothing can slow him down. He is a force of pure destruction. No one can stand in his way, and he just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And it's one kind of stretch that he gets defeated in the end, but just look at this monster. I want you to use Dragon Ball Z Broly against either Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Trunks, Super Saiyan Gohan, Super Saiyan Vegeta, or Piccolo on any one of the destroyed city maps. I can guarantee you I'm going to see the Goku firing Kamehameha at Broly about 60 times, and until then, stay tuned for the next exciting episode of AxoniusRex.